Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome back to another video from Aficionados. How many of these beautiful fish can I keep in my aquarium? Well, let's talk about it. When we all start keeping African cichlids, we all want to know the answer to this question. How many of these beautiful fish can I keep in my aquarium? Trust me, I know. If you ask 50 or 100 different cichlid keepers out there, you're going to get 50 or 100 different answers. And the simplest answer that I can give you for that is there is no set number. There's no magic formula to calculate how many fish you can keep in a tank. So if that's all you want to know, then thank you for stopping by, and I'll see you in the next one. But if you allow me a few minutes of your time and you want to learn more, I'm going to give you, then stick around, because I'm going to give you 3 of the main factors that I consider to be the main factors that are going to determine that number in your case. Are you ready? Let's go. Imagine a family of 8 living in a single room. No restroom, no kitchen, no living room, no nothing. Just 8 people stuck in one room for the rest of their lives. It doesn't sound good, does it? I agree. Now, I told you that to tell you this. Get that out of your head. See, you're thinking in human terms. You're thinking in terms that are dignifying for us. That doesn't apply to fish. You see, Lake Malawi, turns out, is a huge place, something like 30,000 square kilometers. To put it into context for you in actual size, if you were to drive Lake Malawi at 60 miles an hour, it would take you east to west at its longest point. It would take you 2 hours. North to south, tip to tip, it would take you somewhere between 6.5 to 7 hours. So it's a huge place. But as it turns out, most of that water is just empty water. Life concentrates on the coastal areas, in some localized areas of the coast. It's not everywhere. So let me give you an example of the actual lake. In Lake Malawi, in a space of say 3 by 3 by 3, at any given point, you're gonna find an average 8 of this fish on their adult size, 8 of them. So keep that in mind. Now, take my tank here, for example. It's a 225-gallon 6 by 2 by 2.5. By the population numbers I just gave you from the lake, I should have a maximum of 16 fish in here. I got 38, and they seem to be doing fine. I'm actually planning on adding 5 or 6 more, but I'm not going to do it yet, just because I don't think that I'm going to be able to find all 6 of them at the same time at one of my local stores. So more than likely, I'm going to have to source them online, so I can make one order, and fish online are very expensive, plus the shipping. So that's going to have to be one expensive order. So that's going to have to wait for now. So tank size really actually only matters not for the number of fish you're going to have, but rather for the selection and size of fish that you're going to add to that tank. Lake Malawi is home to more than 800 species of cichlids, which are then divided into 2 large groups. First, you have the mabunas, or rock-dwelling fish, which is the most successful species in the lake. And then you have the open water swimmers and sand drifters, which is the alucanars or peacocks, and your hap family. The mabunas, like I said, being the most successful, are also the smallest. They stay in the range of the 4 to 5 inch per fish. In some cases, like the yellowtail ACI, reach 6 inches, but they stay on the calm side. If you're going to keep mabunas, make sure to give them a herbivore diet, because in the lake, they survive by scraping the algae off the rocks and stuff like that. So make sure that you give them sinking veggie pellets to avoid bloat. Then you have the first kind of open water swimmer, which is the peacocks. They are the mid-size fish in the lake, and they go from 5 to 7 inches per fish. And their diet is carnivore, because in the lake, they survive by eating small crustaceans, insects, as well as they have a buffet on an endless supply of dead bodies in the lake. Don't judge them. Somebody has to do cleaning, right? Then third, you have the hap family. These are the big boys. Some of them can reach all the way up to 18 inches. I don't have any of those in my tank because my tank is not big enough for that. So make sure that you do your research on how big they're gonna get on their adult size before you see it at the store, fall in love with it, and take it back home to your 55-gallon. Don't do that, please. Now let's talk about filtration. If you're going to add a large number of fish, then you're going to need not only a big tank like this one here, but you're also going to need big filtration. You see, African cichlids are not your typical community fish. No, sir. These guys are poop machines. They eat a lot, so they poop a lot. So you're gonna need a lot of filtration. But it doesn't have to be super expensive. Take my tank here, for example. I have 3 Sunsun filters. I have this one, the 704B. I have this one, the HW3000. And I have this one, the HW304B, which is exactly the same as the 704, I'm sorry. It's just this one has a UV light integrated. So the combination of either of these 3 alone can keep up with my tank. And why did I have 3? Well, for redundancy. Let's say that either of them goes bad at any given point, then the other 2 can keep up with it. I don't have to replace that one in a hurry. And it doesn't have to be expensive either, like I said. The combination of either of these 2, let's say these 2, the combination of the cost of these 2 does not amount to the cost of a single FX4. So, and it does just as good a job, in my experience. So it doesn't have to be super expensive. So there you have it, guys. Those are the 3 main factors, in my opinion, that you should consider when looking at how to properly stock your tank. And as always, if you made it this far into the video, I thank you for your time. I thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.